Non-Americans of Reddit: what's the biggest story in your country right now? China: we just had a new emperor removed. New Zealand: our prime minister is pregnant. Botswana: biggest retail supermarket branch chain workers are on strike for low wages. The company complies with minimum wage laws though, so we shall see what happens. Venezuela, the country with the biggest oil reserves, is about to shut down 3 refineries due to lack of crude oil to process. SMH. Iranian here: the Gov wants us to support domestic production, even though most of it is hot garbage. They've already started passing some shitty laws banning certain imports. If they want this so much, why don't they at least try to make good products? Come and eat, bro. I swear people will buy products if they are good. No need for all this shady shit. Slovakia: a journalist and his fiancée were murdered in their own house. He was working on an exposé about the Italian mafia meddling with our politicians. Nationwide protest call: politicians stepping down in response. More of the evidence is coming out. Journalists are working nationwide to bring his legacy to light. Newest prime minister seems even worse than what we already had. Generally, not a good time to be a Slovak or Slovak politician right about now. Denmark: on the 10th the government is going to lock out basically every single worker in the state, edit, employed by the state. The whole country's probably gonna shut down for some time. This is because of disagreements about salary between the government and the unions. Edit: to clarify, it is basically every worker in the state, not literally all workers. Necessary staff for hospitals and police are of course still going to work. Also, it only affects workers in the state, i.e. private companies are unaffected, although they may still be inconvenienced by the lack of public transport etc. Still, we're talking about 400,000 plus workers. Austria: former government established a law to ban smoking from restaurants, bars etc. The new voted government abolished said law before it came to effect, although the majority of the population was against the abolition. Egypt: the election. Apparently the guy running against Sisi voted for him in the booth because he couldn't see his name and not vote for him. This whole election is a sham. Edit: I'm not Egyptian. I just live here. Belgium: today there is apparently a strike. Taxis are blocking the entrances and exits of Brussels. In reality there are only around 650 taxis, so only a few sides of Brussels are blocked. And because everybody knew it, they took the train or chose to work from home. So I'm not sure about the impact. The taximen are protesting against Uber, because Uber drivers don't pay taxes and licenses that other taxi drivers are paying, so this is disloyal competition. Last week's huge story was a huge scandal of a company called Viviba that was selling meat that had been frozen for years, and obviously rotting, to Eastern countries. Disgusting. Update: I meant Eastern countries. But I love Easter eggs and I want chocolate. Italy just made the elections. The two main parties, who for months have talked badly about each other, are about to ally themselves to make the government. Deleted. Germany: not exactly now but rather a few weeks back but still ongoing, a male nurse murdered approximately 200 people by injection medication to perform CPR to show how good he was at it. Countless graves have been exhumed and investigation is still not finished. Body count may even be significantly higher. These are just the ones known about. Germany: Carles Puigdemont, former Catalan president, arrested. Discussions about the obligation to extradite to Spain. Maldives here: lot of politicians getting arrested over stupid charges, including former president dictator of 30 years also jailed. cutting down trees in the name of development, to just name a few things. TBH, go to Twitter and check out #Maldives in crisis, there's a LLOT, a drama there. New Zealand tried to find some Russian spies to expel, but apparently we aren't important enough to have any. Deleted. Venezuela is quite literally falling apart. Deleted.